And finally, ladies and gentlemen, wizards and witches, it's time to find out what is at the very top of the 3 Harry Potter RPG lists. And to also clarify why I suspected I'd be calling the series different. In fact, I wanted to call it Top 3 Harry Potter Warcraft 3 maps, as you might have guessed. But what can I do if that's what I saw as the top 3 Harry Potter experiences in RPG genre altogether? What could I do if Warcraft 3 is just a perfect base for building MMO-like RPG experience for multiple characters, including the boy who lived? Please welcome the one and only Harry Potter and Hogwarts School. Overhyped much? I mean, it's just a school, even if that's school for wizards. The number 2 had a whole world of Harry Potter, including other magical locations too. Besides, that one had all 7 books, while now we are looking at just Sorcerer's Stone. So, why then? What makes the Harry Potter Hogwarts School so special? Well, short answer is the details, and love put into the current map are way above other RPG experiences I have tried in Warcraft 3 or in other ways. Let's start at the beginning. You can play as 1 to 6 players and select to play as Harry, Ron, Hermione, or Malfoy, Crabbe, or Goyle. One of those 6 characters. Obviously, depending on the choice, your further gameplay and abilities will change quite a bit. Starting from the location of where your Gryffindor or Slytherin common room is, what password you need to enter in order to access them, and up to the summonable pets, meaning that Scabbers can only be summoned by Ron, Hedwig by Harry, and so on. The thing is, all other maps I tried mostly give you the open area map for you to explore and roam around. While current map size still gives you tons of freedom of exploration, it actually guides you with scripted cutscenes and missions. Yes, missions depending on which house you belong to, how you progress, how well you perform in classes, and so on. Speaking of, yes, the map gives you a choice of several teachers to learn from, including some from beyond of Sorcerer's Stone settings, but still based on the original J.K. Rowling's work. What makes the RPG system more immersing is the fact that some spells and potions can be cast and brewed not by clicking the mouse button on corresponding icon, but rather by typing them into social chat. Yes, inverbal spells are a little bit too much for first years in the school of magic and wizardry, so your protego typed into the chat will have quite a different effect than the one you used to click on. Also, the attention goes to even further, as you notice different teachers demand you to complete challenges in different ways. While McGonagall and Snape will ask you questions most Harry Potter fans would know from original sources, the books, Professor Flitwick and Sprout will have a more practical approach, testing your skills in an environment, which in turn obviously leads to rewarding your character with upgraded resources. Side missions are also making polite nods to book events that took place in the first and further years of Harry in Hogwarts. I could spend hours going through the well-hidden Easter eggs and references, but that is not all. To the daring adventurers, as I mentioned, there is an alternative path of exploring the map to the north and south of Hogwarts, with other various enemies and ways to upgrade and improve your characters. The Warcraft 3 classic RPG lover will also find something to their taste in the masterpiece like that, no doubt. And last but not least, all 3 maps I described in the video series are 100% free, as long as you own a copy of original Warcraft 3. You can download them from the Epic War website and /all other sources and try them out for yourselves. I surely hope people realize the free things like that, made with fans' passion, are actually of high quality in terms of gameplay and immersiveness, despite lacking the original visuals, models and animations of the characters. That is pretty much it. for the video series of Harry Potter themed top 3 RPGs. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I haven't nearly covered all the browser-based and forum-based games out there, even perhaps some simple MMOs, but as far as I explored the lore of The Boy Who Lived, those are the 3 experiences I would gladly recommend to any fellow fan of the books or movies. That was Victor Dragon 360. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts and ideas about Harry Potter RPGs. That's what the comments are for. I hope Hogwarts Legacy lives up to our expectations. See you next time. Mischief managed.